So today, we're playing the Berserker, and our game plan today is to just outsurvive our opponents by removing their buffs and not allowing them to heal. And weapon choice, the chain whip, with a lot of eye lamps. But so far our opponent's not dealing any damage because they're not going to be healing. So honestly, we definitely counter this build. As you can see, our armor is still consistently being this. However, they did get the healing efficiency from the heart container, which means they're going to start dealing damage here. But hey, check this run out and let me know what you think of this build. Okay, let's go ahead and jump to some ranked games here and see just what I got. Okay, so we start off with a box of riches, which is kind of absurd here, to be quite honest. Not going to complain, it's going to be pretty awesome. We also got ourselves a fanny bag. We're also the original Berserker here with the duffel bag. So this should be awesome. Now we'll be taking good old broom as well for our first round here. Also got a Star of Courage, which is going to be insanely awesome. However, with this setup, we do need a forging hammer, so this is probably not going to be super great here, because we cannot craft up any Berserker items here. So the advantage of utility pouch versus the duffel bag is honestly quite a lot here. So with that, I'm going to be taking a shiny shell. I'm also going to be taking this sweatstone. I'm going to roll once here. We could craft ourselves up a shell totem, or we could go for a hero sword here. Or we could go for something like a torch. I think in the long run, I think we're going to go for torch. Torch into a broom. It seems to be not too bad here. I'm going to roll once. Might actually sell our shiny shell in favor of taking this little chip topaz to help with our stamina for right now. So with that, I'm going to roll on like this for right now. This should be pretty decent round one. We should have a lot of damage. However, our stamina consumption might be a little bit of an issue, especially since we're going to begin good old Goobert here. We do have that battle rage, and yeah, smashing here. Insanely awesome for us. So with that, we got ourselves a magic torch, or not a magic torch, a normal torch as of right now. However, I'm going to be super greedy and take another box of riches. That's going to be insanely valuable to us. I do actually want to increase the speed of our torch here more than the broom. Just right now, since this has scaling damage, however, this does inflict a lot of blind on our opponent here, but that is going to have to be this way for right now. So yeah, with the Star of Courage, also our stamina consumption should be a little bit better too. Our opponent is going to have a crazy amount of damage with the frying pan, dagger, and 2 whetstones here. And a lot of damage mitigation with the stone badge and the banana and garlic here. So unfortunately, just pausing the video here very quickly just to ask you to subscribe. It really helps me out. Thanks. Now let's get back to the video. Yeah, they just managed to outpace us here. Okay, so at this point, I kind of want to get rid of our broom here in favor of taking this. Now we could go for a burning torch here, but honestly, it's going to be so much better here to go for a magic torch. So with that, I'm going to be taking this and I'm going to roll once. Okay, I do want this. We also need this leather armor. However, we won't be able to craft up dragon scale armor for right now, so that might not be the best for us here. We do want to switch this over here because we do want to increase the speed of our eye lamp here. A little optimization, that's going to be so much better for us. But yeah, I'm actually going to sell these 2 gemstones in favor of taking this as right now. So with that, we should be a lot better. We should be able to move on. And we're just solely dependent on the torch here because honestly, we just want to be hitting with our torch. We scale up the damage. We just want to make this super fast. So we can scale up the damage with our eye lamp here to do absurd DPS here. It's actually insane. Okay, speaking of insane, we could take this to reduce our opponent's healing here by a crazy amount. However, we do want to take the armor for right now, so we can actually just add these in. We do want to reserve this, but we can't exactly afford it as right now. Unfortunately, I'm going to roll once here. I do want this pair of gloves, just to increase the speed of our torch here. Now we could sell 1 box of riches here. I'm going to sell 1 whetstone, 1 of these here, just to be further increasing our torch here. By absurd amount. Now we could sell this whetstone. It's not super deal, but I do just want to keep adding in our box of riches here to be getting a bunch of gemstones, because if anything, it is going to be 1 extra gold per round. Also, our opponent is actually offering up gold here with offering ball, which is actually super interesting here. I'm not going to lie. Smashing up piggy banks, sell them in the offering ball to be getting items. Actually super clever here. Okay, so we got ourselves an axe, which is kind of insane here. For sure. Since we don't have a health pot or blueberries here already, we're going to be settling for the axe. We're going to be trying to get a double axe going here, for sure. Now that's a lot of amethyst here, which I do actually want to take here. So we're going to be taking this. I do also want this one too. We're going to have to sell quite a lot here. I also want to increase the speed of our axe here by a significant amount. We also want to add this in here. Now, we do actually want to craft these upwards. Again, we kind of want to keep our setup like this. We're going to be taking our shiny shell. We're going to be rolling. That's cheese here. I do kind of also want to take. But our storage here is going to be struggling for some time here. But with this, our axe should be turbo scaling here. A lot of attack speed. Stamina consumption is going to be a little bit of a problem here. But so far, not looking too bad. However, our opponent is turbo leading this here. Unfortunately, they scale up the damage with that steel gubert here. So they just outpace us here completely. Even though our axe was doing 15 DPS per second. We also got ourselves our forging hammer, which we're going to have to take here. Unfortunately. Now we could take another box of riches here to be going turbo nuts. However, I don't think we can be as greedy. Okay, another eye lamp is going to be crazy awesome. However, we are going to be making this axe go turbo nuts. And we could actually sell this box of riches in favor of actually taking this eye lamp right now. To be scaling per damage a little bit more here. Which I think at this point, I actually am going to do right here. Sell this so we can actually add this in here. And that should be insanely good for us here. And yeah, getting this dragon scale armor is going to be super, super awesome for us. However, we do exactly want to get a double axe here. We'll see. We're also reducing our opponent's healing here by 55%, which is insanely awesome, especially going for again vampirism. But awesome here. We got ourselves a dragon scale armor, which does mean we can add this in, which is going to be further reducing our opponent's healing here. So that should be 75% healing reduction, which is insane. And I do actually want to take this so we can actually craft this up. And with that, I'm actually going to unreserve the cheese because we do want to find an axe here. We also want to take out our box of riches so when we roll, we can actually have a higher chance of finding here. We also do need the storage pretty badly. I'm going to roll on. We could also go for a chain up here instead. I think at this point, I think I'm going to have to sell our axe here. Unfortunately, I would love to go for that crazy, insane double axe build here. But I do need to craft this chain up. Unfortunately. Which does mean I do want this pineapple. I also kind of want these blueberries here. Because I kind of want to go for a Deerwood Guardian setup here. So with that, I'm going to continue on. I know I have a lot of items in our bags right now. I do want to go for chain up here. And I do kind of want to go for Deerwood Guardian. I know I said that, but with this, we should potentially be able to outpace our opponent here. However, they are dealing a lot of damage to us. But they did have their lead armor from the very beginning. We're scaling up our damage here, but unfortunately, just falling a little bit short here. It's awesome. We got our chain up, which is going to be insanely awesome. I do not want to craft these up as of right now because that is going to be 95% healing reduction. So I did say I wanted to go for Deerwood Guardian here because I do want to be in battle rage for as long as possible. So we're getting a ton of healing from our chain up. Basically, the idea is just to out-survive our opponent here. So we're going to take this because we're going to be reducing our opponent's healing here by a crazy amount. So that we definitely need this lower bag. We also want to be scaling up some spikes here. Also do want to sell these as of right now. I do want to keep a forging hammer to craft up one more dragon scale armor here. Unfortunately. I do want to sell this to take some blueberries here. However, we've only one nature item, which is not super ideal. So we're not going to be in battle rage for too long here, unfortunately, but we're going to have to find some nature items. But we'll see. Now, our opponent is running staff fire, so that's going to be an absurd amount of damage, especially with the friendly fire. They're going to be scaling up a lot of heat. And a lot. We're actually going to run through mana pretty quickly here. But again, smashing here. Not too bad. Now we did get an artifact stone cold here, which is kind of awesome here. Do we actually want to take it though? 10 gold, only one weapon. Not super ideal. So I don't exactly actually want to take it here, unfortunately. We also want to swap this down here actually, just so this goes turbo nuts in battle rage here. I'm going to roll. We could go for light goobert here. We don't exactly want to. We could also go for a second chain up here. We also got ourselves a flawless ruby, which is a lot more lifesteal, which I do actually want to take here. Now, can we sustain double chain up here? If we're increasing the speed of this here, we probably cannot actually. So unfortunately, we're going to be taking tiny little storage for right now, so we can actually add this in this position to increase the speed of our eye lamp here. Should be pretty decent. And with that, I think we're going to roll on. Now, do we actually want this banana or another nature item? I think we actually are going to take it. And yeah, we're going to roll on like this. So we're going to be scaling up our damage with our eye lamps here. It's going to be super slow scaling damage. We should be able to remove our opponent's buffs. We should be able to out-survive him here. We should get a ton of healing. We'll see. Our opponent gets that lifesteal with the Deer Guardian here, but we go into our battle rage, we're back to full HP. And yeah, smashing here. Insanely awesome. Okay, so there's a lot of options I do want to take here. I do want to take the Fancy Rapier, it would just add to our DPS here, but quite a bit. But I don't think we can actually afford that right now. I do also want to take another Pineapple, since on sale I actually do want to take the Glowing Crown. Because the Glowing Crown will be insanely awesome for us. So we're going to have to reserve this. I'm going to be taking our food items for right now. Let's take this Amethyst, let's go ahead and roll another Cap Resilience. I don't think we're going to be able to afford as right now, even though it's on sale. I think we're going to have to roll, we're going to need some extra storage here. Also, Warping would be extremely awesome for us, to help with our stamina here. But for right now, we definitely need the stamina stack, so unfortunately we're going to have to sell 2 of these as of right now. So we can actually slot this in here. So we can free this up, we can add in another Pineapple. That's pretty good, we're going to be rolling on. We still don't have a big old banana in or our Forge Camper. We don't exactly want those in as of right now. We'll see, our opponent's running the snake here. They're going to have a ton of HP, they're going to be inflicting a lot of poison. We should get a ton of healing here. A lot of lifesteal, we should be able to heal back up to full as our opponent cannot heal here. So basically, just outsurvive our opponents here. Smashing even. Okay, another eye lamp is insanely awesome. Also another one of these here. We'll also go for Stone Helmet here. But I do really want to craft up this King's Crown, unfortunately. I'm going to sell this, we can actually take this and craft this up a little bit here. Eye lamp, I do want another one here. But we just kind of have to roll on like this. Now, do we want a Stone Helmet here? I think we're actually going to take it since we have so much Amethyst. We're not going to need a Cap Discomfort here. So we're going to see. Can we deal with this Ranger? They're going to have a lot of health pots here. But if they do proc those health pots, are they going to actually heal for quite a bit here? We'll see. Actually, they haven't healed for it. They haven't healed for any of it here. So smashing here. Insanely powerful. We also got ourselves Prismatic Orb here, which could be insanely awesome because that will increase your healing efficiency by quite a bit if you do want to here. It also scales up for buffs quite a bit too. However, with this, we do want to increase your healing efficiency and we also want to reduce our opponent's healing here. Now, I do not want to craft up any more of these here. However, we are going to need a lot of storage. We're going to be taking this. We're going to be taking this. We'll buy this since it's on sale. We're going to go ahead and roll. We do need this pretty badly. Now we could craft up our Cap Discomfort here, which would have been insane, but we definitely want our Stone Helmet here. And we still want to keep our Forging Hammer here, but I think we might have to sell a big old Pineapple here. It is unfortunate, but I think we actually do have to sell it here. Because we do want to craft up that Stone Helmet here. I think that's going to be super important. I also want to switch this to this side so we can have our Pineapple in as right now. So we can have our helmet in, crafting up. That should be pretty awesome for us. We do want to increase the speed of our chain up here by a lot here. So we have a lot of scaling damage here. We should have a ton of survivability with our King's Crown. And yeah, this is looking pretty awesome here. Now 1 gold, I'm going to roll here. We could take our Fancy Fencing Rapier. But I'm still not going to take it as right now. Now we'll see. We are going to begin Burning Banner Bloodthorn. They're going to have increased healing efficiency, so they could have the potential to heal up a little bit here, but we'll see. They are dealing a lot of damage, but once we get into that battle rage, we should be able to heal back to full. We do get an invulnerability as well. We'll see. They are making a comeback here. And actually, they managed to pass us out here. Mainly because they got the Heart Container to proc here, which is super unfortunate. It is insanely bad for us here. Right now we got our Stone Helmet, which is going to be insanely awesome. We do also want this cheese to be scaling our max life here. So we're going to take the cheese. Now, do we want the Prismatic Orb here? I actually think we do want this Prismatic Orb. Now, cheese is going to be much better in this position. Actually, I don't think we actually do, because it is a lot of gold for 8% healing efficiency. However, I will take another Glowing Crown. So yeah, we'll roll on like this for right now. Now, our opponent is going to be inflicting an absurd amount of poison on us. They have a ton of armor here. 49 poison instantly, big potion explosion here. We'll see. We should be able to heal back up during that battle rage because we do get that invulnerability. However, that poison is still stacking up here. And once battle rage ends, we're just in a lot of trouble here, unfortunately. It is what it is, just falling short here by quite a bit. We did want this Glowing Crown to be getting a little bit more invulnerability. We also want to take this as of right now, just increase the speed of our chain up, as well as our eye lamp here to scale up our damage a little bit more. We're going to roll. And we're going to roll again. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to take this push bolt. It might actually take some more blueberries here. But we're going to have to roll on like this for right now. Now we'll see. Honestly, our DPS here has not been super great. So unfortunately, it's just been falling a little bit short here. But we'll see. Can we survive going up again Burning Banner? They do have crit with staff here. They have an absurd amount of DPS here. They should have a ton of healing here, but they also have healing efficiency with the Amulet of Life here. Once you're in that battle rage, not be too bad here. 300 HP, so the cheese here is going to be awesome for us as well. Now DPS here, 40 DPS with the chain up, which is kind of awesome here. So with that, we definitely want this push bolt, so we can actually start adding in some blueberries here. Let's go ahead and roll on. We do kind of want this chain up. We actually do kind of want this Jin's Lamp here. Now we'd still have a Forging Hammer here because I do really want to craft up a second Dragon Skull Armor here. That would be insanely awesome, but I don't think we can actually afford to keep it going here. We're going to take the garlic for right now. I'm actually going to sell our little Forging Hammer in favor of taking Jin's Lamp for right now. It's going to be scaling for a little bit of boost here. But yeah, we're going to kind of have to roll on like this for right now. Now we are going to begin a time dilator here. So they are going to reduce our chain up here by quite a bit. But they are going to reduce some of their big cooldowns here by quite a lot. But we'll see. They are stacking up a lot of life with this Storm Bloom here. But we'll see. We're healed back to full. We're still in that battle rage. And yeah, smashing here. Honestly, at this point, we should take our points run since we have 1 life here. Our DPS is not super great. But I do believe we can actually take this a little bit further here, potentially. Okay, since we sold our Forging Hammer, the Leather Hammer decides to show up, which is absurd. But it is what it is. There's not too much you can do about that here. I do want to take this Potion Bolt, which does mean we're going to have to move some stuff around here, unfortunately. Now, we could also go for Dark Saber here. Dark Saber with chin up does sound kind of awesome here, but it will use up quite a lot of stamina. So, unfortunately, I don't think we can afford it right now. Now, we could take another set of... We could take another Pineapple Ice right now, which I'm actually thinking about taking here. Just, yeah, stacking up a little bit more spikes. So let's go ahead and roll on. Another Prismatic Orb could be kind of nice. We'll also take another Flutes to be trying to proc a Jin's Lamp here. I think we actually will. We're going to roll on like this, because if we do proc a Jin's Lamp, our DPS should skyrocket here. But it does mean we have to get our bow stacked up, so once we reach that battle rage here, we actually get our armor here. But so far our opponent's not dealing any damage because they're not going to be healing. So honestly, we definitely counter this build. As you can see, our armor is still consistently being this. However, they did get the healing efficiency from the heart container, which means they're going to start dealing damage here. But so far, smashing here. Okay, since we have a lot of healing efficiency with this here, and we have a ton of healing with Deerwood Guardian and Chain Up here, Unsettling Presence is going to be awesome here because it deals 30% of your damage as healing, and also every 3 seconds use a random buff to heal for 10, which is going to be awesome. With that, I'm actually going to roll once. Another Leather Armor here. Definitely showing up because we got rid of our Forging Hammer here. We're going to move our setup to be something like this instead, just increasing the speed of our Unsettling Presence. But yeah, we're going to roll on like this. Now we'll see. Bloodthorn, each those leaf, they're going to have a crazy amount of damage here since they have 3 Prismatic Orbs as well. They're going to have a lot of Vampirism. It's going to be kind of absurd, but once we get in that battle rage, we should be able to heal back up. Our opponent is dealing an absurd amount of damage here. But can we pass him out here? Just barely. Holy moly, that was close. But we still managed to outpace him here. Okay, Fencing Rapier decided to show up. We did get our Flutes, which is going to be insanely awesome for us. Do we want this Flutes? Or do we want this Fencing Rapier? Not exactly. We could take a Forging Hammer to craft up a Dragon Skull Armor here, potentially. I'm not going to take it. Got ourselves another Cap Resistance. Which honestly might be awesome for another Stone Helmet, but it is the final round, so we kind of have to be a little bit choosy here. We could take this just so we don't get turbo deleted in the first couple of seconds here. Should we take it? Honestly, not exactly. Should we gamble with the unidentified emblem? If we get the Amulets of Life here, we should get a lot of healing amplification. I think we are going to take this Fanny Pack, just increase the speed of our Unsettling Presence just a little bit here. I'm going to roll again. Once more here. And that's all we can really afford to do as right now. What we could do is move our Flute into this position, a little bit worse position, but we could take this Garlic, just so we get that extra little bit of time in Battle Rage here. So with that, this is going to be our final setup here. It has been decently awesome. It's been surprisingly working well here. It's just basically out-survive our opponent here as we remove their buffs, as we heal back up to full during the battle rage. DPS here, definitely lacking here. We probably should have added in some more scaling options or added in a different weapon here. Not too bad here, just a ton of healing here. And honestly, adding in the unsettling presence just adds to our build here by quite a bit. However, yeah, we probably should have took that extra cap resilience here because our opponent is going to be dealing a lot of damage with his hammer dagger setup. So this could be pretty bad. However, we're going to that battle rage, we're going to be healing back up to full. And yeah, insane here. That was kind of insane because they could have one-shot us here completely. Which yeah, they could have literally one-shot us here with this whole hammer dagger build. And what a hammer dagger build it is, with a bunch of bloody daggers here. With some unlucky pigs as well. Which is kind of insane. Especially with utility pouch as well. To be increasing the damage output of their daggers here. Insane that we actually managed to survive here. But awesome. Anyways, we did survive with 2 lives left here. Let's go and see just how much rank points we got here. Plus 17. We're ranking us up to platinum. But anyways, going to leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even consider subscribing. And I hope to keep a lookout for the next one. See you next time.